Okay, folks, let's go over this. So here's our surface area quiz. This is a rectangular prism, so it's got a front and a back, two sides, and a top and bottom. Okay, so when we find the answer, it's simply finding those pairs and multiplying them by 2. So the sides are 3 times 3 times 2, because there's two sides. The front and back, they are 6 times 3. Again, multiplying it by 2 because we have to include both. And then the top and bottom are rectangles, and their dimensions are also 6 times 3, but don't forget to times by 2 because we have both the top and the bottom. So once we multiply this together and this, we're simply going to add them up, and that will give us the surface area. So when we do that, we get 90 centimeters squared. So the answer is B. Number 2, to find the total surface area of a rectangular prism, you must calculate and add the areas of, that's an easy one, the 6 faces. Okay, so the faces being the sides, everything that's exposed, 2 sides, front and back, top and bottom. So 2, 4, 6 things to add up. So the answer is D. Number 3, a tube for potato chips is a cylinder with a diameter of 6 and a height of 28. What is the total surface area of the tube? So we're going to have 2 circles. Okay, let me just draw a little picture here of what this looks like. Something like this. So our diameter is 6 and the height is 28, and we're talking about centimeters here. So we have to include 2 circles and that middle part. And I'm just going to fast forward right to the answer here, and we should get 584.04. Okay, number 4, very similar to question 1. We have top, bottom, front, back, 2 sides to find. So when we add up the areas of those 6 sides, we get 40 centimeters squared. Okay, next page. All right, we got a triangular prism. Okay, front and back are triangles, and then the 3 remaining sides are rectangles. This side, this back side, and the bottom. So 2 triangles, the front and back, and then 3 rectangles. Each of the rectangles, the sides are 5 by 9. Okay, I'm going to write sides. Sides are 5 by 9, but there are 2 of them. The bottom is also a rectangle, and it is 6 times 9. Now we don't have to times by 2, because there's only one bottom here, this rectangle here. It's 9 by 6, okay? The sides, there's 2 of them, 9 by 5. And then the front and back are triangles. So front and back. So the front and back are triangles, and the formula is going to be the horizontal 6 by 4 divided by 2 because it's a triangle. So 6 times 4 divided by 2. So I'm going to write that down here. 6 times 4 divided by 2. And then we're going to multiply it by 2 because we are considering the front and the back. Okay? So 6 times 4 divided by 2 times 2. Okay? So once we add up all of these numbers, we're going to get 168 centimeters squared. Here's another triangular prism, same idea. We've got different names, I suppose. This, you could call this obviously it's called the top, and then we'd have this side on the back here. And then we have the bottom, those are rectangles, 2 triangles, okay? This is 3, so 7 times 3 divided by 2, and then times by 2 to get the one on the back. But essentially it's 3 rectangles and 2 triangles. once we add up all the sides of the areas of those individual sides, there's 5 of them, we get 38.62. So the answer is C. And the last one here, simple surface area of a cylinder. We've got 2 circles, okay, and the middle part. So the area of the circle, actually I'm going to call it top and bottom here. So the top and bottom are circles, and we find their area by multiplying pi times the radius, and because we're dealing with both in the same calculation, you can times by 2. And so we will have pi 3.14 times the radius, which is 2, times the radius again, which is 2, and then to include the top and the bottom, we multiply it by 2. So once we get that answer, we're going to add it to the area of the middle part. Okay, and the middle part of the cylinder, it's a rectangle. If we were to unravel, if this was a soup can, and we took the label off of a soup can and stretched it out, what shape is it? It's a rectangle. And its dimensions are the height of the can here, 7, times the circumference, okay? That's the tricky part to visualize, but it's not a difficult calculation. It's just remembering that it's always going to be the vertical multiplied by the circumference of the circle. So we have 7 times, and the circumference of the circle is found by multiplying pi times the diameter. Now the diameter of this circle is 4, because the radius is 2. The full way across would be 4. So once we get these numbers, this one here and this one here, and add them together, we get 113.04 centimeters squared. So the answer is C. Okay, and that's how you do all these questions. Hope that went well for you guys. If you have any questions, send me an email and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, bye for now.